Good morning, BUHS. Today is Thursday, May 11th, 2017, and it is a white day.
Gotta make sure you guys are getting...
Yeah, that is weird.
I mean, I can get behind that idea.
I'm still all over.
Sure.
Like we do every week. Getting
This the camera you were gonna take today?
With a time of 1 hour and 18 minutes.
Partly sunny, rather. And today I also have my break my face slogan. We got a beautiful...
Okay.
Did you happen to misplace your algebra book? One was found and brought into the front office.
To all juniors who, if you are interested in going to the college fair in Franklin Pierce College on May 22nd, you must turn in a permission slip. Permission slips are available in counseling. Let's watch a video made by yours truly. Yo, 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 it's me, Alex D. And this here is Roxy, a raccoon, my very good friend. Now, raccoons are nocturnal. Don't know why it's out during the day. Why Roxy's out during the day. And they only come out at night, like possums, owls, bats, and other animals. Raccoons are smart and very funny. This raccoon here, named Roxy, I believe I said that, is using a rock to knock on the window. And be sure to be careful of them if you have them as pets, because unlike Roxy here, he could have rabies. And now, I'll be heading outside to the field.
So, I am intrigued at what that video is about, so I'll have to watch that later.
Yeah. Now let's head over to Liam with the weather.
Good morning, BUHS. We got some rain this weekend in the forecast. Let's see, over here on Thursday, we have a high of 59 and a low of 43. It's going to be mostly cloudy, some sunshine in the afternoon. On Friday, we have a high of 55 and a low of 43. It's going to be cloudy pretty much the whole day, so, not a whole lot of sun. It's going to feel a lot colder than it is. On Saturday, woohoo! Okay, on Saturday, it's going to be raining with a high of 54 and a low of 42. Same thing on Sunday, raining with a high of 51 and a low of 42. Monday, it's going to be a little warmer, high of 57 and a low of 45, and it's going to be raining. So this weekend, it's going to be rainy. Let's hope you weren't planning on doing anything outside. That's all I have for you guys today. Back to the desk.
Well, that really ruined my. Well, that's ruining my vacation. Well, that's ruining my weekend.
I swear he slipped on a mud puddle. Careful there.
Or
Slip
a
in the rain
normal,
and fall in the mud.
or a normal puddle.
Just don't fall head over heel and they'll be fine.
Yep.
Anyways, community service opportunity. Dummerston Public Library, the Lydia Tat Pratt Library, is looking for volunteers to help set up and take down our book sale event, part of our Guardian Festival book sale silent auction fundraiser to support the library.
Help is needed. Friday, May 19th, 3:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. There will be a pizza dinner as thank you for your help, as well as Saturday, May 20th, 3:30 to 5:30.
The Lydia Tat Pratt Library is located in the Dummerston Community Center in West Dummerston. For more information, contact toryt@gmail.com or you can call 251-0605. Let's now head over to Logan with the special.
Hi guys, today we've got a kind of bizarre story for you. Would you believe it, Dan, if I told you that some believe it's possible to take somebody's head, remove it from their body, and put it on somebody else's body?
I don't know. I don't think I'd believe him.
Well,
Kind of far-fetched.
there is actually a story that is gaining a lot of popularity lately, where an Italian neuroscientist named Dr. Sergio Canavero, apologies if I absolutely butchered that name, he announced plans to perform a human head transplant in 2017. So this is an upcoming thing that they intend to do soon, and they're performing it on a Russian man who is suffering from a rare genetic disorder that breaks down muscles and kills nerve cells in the brain. So it's oftentimes fatal. So this person volunteered to be a part of this almost experiment, which it seems very morbid to refer to it as such. Yeah, but that's really what it is, because there's a lot of skepticism about whether or not this is going to work. So the actual procedure that they're going to be performing is they're going to have a organ donor, much like any other organ transplant, and they're going to set the body up, get it ready for, as my notes say, surgical decapitation, which once again, very, very morbid. And at the same time, the patient who's going to be performed on is going to be brought in. They're going to cool his body to 50 degrees Fahrenheit as to delay tissue death
Interesting.
in the brain to make sure that he survives through the procedure. And then, using transparent diamond blades, they're going to remove both the heads and ultimately switch them, which severs the spinal cords, which it's kind of bizarre to think about anybody kind of recovering from. But a custom-made crane is going to shift the heads, and then the ends of the spinal cords are going to be fused together with a special chemical called polyethanol glycol, which promotes the growth of cells that make up the spinal cord. So that's really the gist of how it's going to go. What do you think of that?
I think despite being very strange, maybe having some ethical reasons not to do it, depending on your views, I think if it works, it'd be a huge step for science.
That's very much so my thought. This is kind of a major deal if it works. And interestingly enough, Canavero, the guy who's performing the surgery, says that it would require 80 surgeons and cost tens of millions of dollars if approved. It would have a 90% plus chance of success.
I don't think I could believe that number.
Yeah, and a lot of people in the scientific community also are skeptical of the 90+% chance. With people such as Arthur Kaplan, who is the head of the medical ethics at NYU Langone Medical Center, said it is both rotten scientifically and lousy ethically. Yeah, so there's a lot of people who don't understand, not necessarily don't understand, but
Don't believe in it.
yeah, this is a bizarre surgery that sounds straight out of science fiction for sure.
It does.
And on top of that, there's also a lot of ethical concerns with moving one person's head onto another person's body. For example, stick with me here. If they were to reproduce, they would not be passing on their like genetic code. They would be passing on that of the body that they were transplanted onto. So what does that mean for the family of the donor?
Interesting, yeah.
So things like that kind of make this a very weird philosophical thing almost, where it's a lot less about the surgery and more about like what's involved in taking somebody's head and putting it on another body.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm sure there's many reasons why to do it, but I'm also sure there's many reasons why not to.
So this story is so ridiculous that I actually didn't even really believe it until I looked it up myself. There's a lot of articles on it from pretty reputable sources, CBS, New York Times, or just a couple articles I found. And it seems like the procedure is
planning to be done on multiple patients as well in the future. So if you're interested in the article, feel free to look it up. And I think that's all me and Dan have for you today. So back to the
That's
desk.
about it.
So that's going to be pretty interesting, like especially the spine healing. And I almost wonder if that can itself be used to fix broken spines in the near future.
Could be. Summer employment. Vermont Youth Conservation Corps is looking to hire members of the YVCC. Will be at BUHS at May 10th during ACE to meet with interested students. Students must be 15 years of age or older. Sign up to attend information sessions in Ms. Harrison's in counseling.
Did anyone lose any house keys? They were found outside the gym doors by the track and are a St. Abniam College lanyard available in the front office. Let's go and check in with sports with Dan.
Hi. All right, so hi BOHS. So there's a lot of games this week, or actually just these few days, and we decided due to having to type out a lot of stuff, we're only doing varsity games. So starting with today's games, we have the girls varsity, who are playing Mount St. Joseph Academy. Sorry about that typo. At Meadow Street tennis courts at 4:30 p.m. You should probably stop abbreviating all these things. Tennis, again, boys varsity is playing Bellows Falls Union High School at the BHS courts, also at 4:30. Softball girls varsity is going to be playing against Keene Athletics at Sawyer Field at 5 p.m. Lacrosse, boys varsity, is playing Woodstock Union at Nadowich Field at 7 p.m. And lacrosse girls varsity is playing Woodstock at Nadowich Field at 7 p.m. Now we're going on a Saturday. We have the track and field boys and girls varsity CVC finals at Fall Mountain High School. Good luck to all of you participating in that. That is going on at 9 a.m. Baseball boys varsity versus Hartford at Maxfield Sports Complex at 10 a.m. Girls varsity softball is playing Drury High School to be decided for the field at 11 a.m. And boys lacrosse varsity is playing East Longmeadow High School. The field is to be decided at 11 a.m. Tennis boys varsity is playing Bellows Falls Union High School at the courts at Hadley Field at 12 p.m. And boys varsity for tennis is playing Bellows Falls at Bellows Falls Union High School at the courts at Hadley Field at 4 p.m. And that's all for sports. Good luck to all you playing the sports games. Guess we'll maybe head back to the desk.
Thank you, Dan. That was some new sports announcement, huh, Brad?
I bet a lot of people find that interesting, except for me.
The WRCC BUHS STEM Academy will be hosting 2 local ecologists on Thursday, May 11th, during ACE. They will talk about their work conserving wetlands and monitoring the health of the Whetstone Brook, and about what it is like to do this sort of work for a living. If interested, please sign up through your advisor or contact Mr. Braden. Academic callback from teachers take priority over this opportunity.
Even though BUHS scholarships' due date has passed, many others are still available. Check the list in Naviance for scholarships recently added, such as the Brattleboro Sunrise and Brattleboro Rotary Scholarships.
Now we're going to be closing with a video made by our very own Dan. Good night, BYHS!
Hello and welcome to Strange News, the show where we find the strangest news on the internet and lay it out for you in a lovely, nice manner. Coming to you every Wednesday. Alright, for our first news here, we have the world's up-and-coming largest rabbit has died. Maybe thinking that's not too funny? The funny part about it is that it died on a United flight. So now United, as well as just getting past one PR crisis, now has another. Good job. Second, we have the Hello Wisconsin show. It's pranked by two comedians named Joe Pickett and Nick Brewer. They went on to the show as a strongman duo and did very strange things pretending to be a strongman duo. The show, though, didn't like it, and they're now suing for multiple charges, some including false information. And finally, as May the 4th, or Star Wars Day, is behind us, we thought we'd show some parody videos of Star Wars characters or Star Wars lyrics to actual songs. So, here we go.
What would you think if I boarded your ship? Would you give those transmissions to me? How can this be a real consular ship? No ambassador that I can see. Oh, you're all spies with illicit help from your friends. Hey, but nice try with illicit help from your friends. You're gonna die along with all of your friends.
Alrighty, and we're back. So, that's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dan. Bye-bye.